Welcome everybody, and we start the conference only with 15 minutes of delay, so we are waiting there on bar of Spain. So thanks a lot for coming, all these people, and I am Luca Volpe. I am the co-chair of this 50th conference, EPS on Plasma Physics, and it is a pleasure to see all of you here. I'm now telephone. Okay. So please switch off all the telephone. And I'm going to present the welcome people here that it's representing institutions from the region of Castilla and León, from Salamanca and from Madrid, that are the three main body and subjects that are organizing the conference. So the first person is Dr. Jesus Manuel Hurtado Olea, that is the General Secretary of Education of Junta de Castilla y León. Then we have José Miguel Mateo Rocco, that is the Director of Investigation of Research in the University of Salamanca. Professor Maria Dolores Rodriguez Trias, she is the director of the Centro de Arte Pulsado, that is one of the co-organizers of the conference. And Professor Javier Rubia, it is the head of the laser plasma and inertial fusion group at the UPM in the engineering school in Madrid. Then myself, that I'm Luca Volpe, I'm professor at the Polytechnic of Madrid and collaborator with the Centro de Pulsado. And Professor Christian Kromb, the chair of the Plasma Physics Division of the European Physical Society, that is the one that organized all these 50 conferences up to now. And John Kirk is the chair of the scientific program of the EPS. So these are the main persons that we were sharing all the organization along the last 2 or 3 months. Okay, so I think that we can start in the inverse order. I will start to speak as the chair of the organization, and then I will leave the floor to Professor Javier Rubia, to Maria Dolores Trias, to José Miguel Mateo Rocco, and finally the session will be closed by Jesus Manuel Hurtado for the local welcome. Okay, so I present myself and I start this part. So I decided to make my interview focusing on 3 main subjects and 3 words that I think represent all the path that we did until today for the organization of the conference. So these words are integration, unification, and bravery. So what about integration? Integration, I arrived here in Salamanca in 2014, 10 years ago. And Salamanca offered to me the possibility through my job at the laser plasma chair at the University of Salamanca to work in a fantastic facility, doing a lot of very interesting job, and for sure running my career here. So from 2014, with a lot of people that are also here now organizing the conference from the Centro de Arte Pulsado, we built from scratch the laboratory at CLPU, and I think that we can say that now CLPU is a very well recognized facility, infrastructure in Spain, but not only, so also in Europe and in the world. And a lot of people are coming to do experiments in this facility. So I think that at this time was a good way of integration in the city. The second integration is the one of CLPU in the community of Europe of laser plasma physics. Again, this conference probably is one milestone in the path of CLPU evolution, and I'm proud to be one of the authors of this evolution. So the second word is unification. So in 2021 in Livermore there was the first demonstration of laser fusion. So people say 2022, but let's say the day of 07 was already a good signal. And from now on, I think that CLPU and UPN are leading a job, a national unification of the people involved in all the scheme, in magnetic confinement fusion, in electric confinement fusion, to try to get Spain able to be one of the leaders and one of the contributors of the laser fusion and nuclear fusion science and technology development. So, this is not an easy job. We know from fusion that it's very easy to join light element, and we know from Europe or from other institutions that is not the same when the units are not simple and are structured. So unify is very complicated, require a lot of not only science but also strategy and policy. And I think that this is really important in this field. So my last word is bravery, and this is mainly related to the young people that are present in this room. I think that you need to be brave with a little of unconsciousness, and because there is a lot of science that can be done in plasma physics, and we need to build a new science generation of younger people. It is demonstrated that science is not a static process, but is dynamic and also unstable. And ICF and ICF changes along the last 2 or 3 years are demonstrating that this is true. So it is also demonstrated that the recent advancements are coming also because there are coming new ideas, and the science is moving ahead, and also the market of nuclear fusion is moving ahead. So in science you never know. And the rules are like theory, are not false until someone demonstrates the contrary. So I think that this is very important, and this is something that the young people has to be taken in mind. I will end my intervention with a sentence from Mikhail Bakunin, that is a famous anarchist of the 18th century. It is by seeking the impossible that man has always achieved the possible. Those who have wisely limited themselves to what's happened to them as possible have never advanced a single step. Have a nice conference and enjoy Salamanca. Okay, so now is the time of Professor Javier Rubia.